top story this hour. The Chief Justice of India criticizing the Modi government over its handling of the Gopal Subramaniam issue. It said the way Gopal Subramaniam's file was segregated from the other nominees was wrong. Let's get you the other details now. Lodha said the news of the Subramaniam's file being set aside came as a shock to him. He said the segregation was unilaterally done by the government without his knowledge and consent. The CJI also expressing disappointment at the way Subramaniam made his letter public. Lodha said Subramaniam should have waited till he returned before going public. The CJI also says independence of judiciary will never be compromised. All right, let's get in the very latest from our National Affairs editor, Bhupendra Chaubey, who has been tracking the story. He also spoke to Gopal Subramaniam some days ago. Bhupen, how is this story likely to play out in the days to come?
This is going to be extremely embarrassing because it was the interview which Gopal Subramaniam had done with us on CNN-IBN a few days back, which really has kicked off this entire controversy. In that interview, Gopal Subramaniam had directly accused the NDA government. Without naming the law minister, he had gone to the extent of suggesting that it was some sections of the BJP who were responsible for segregating the file related to appointment of judges. Now, here's the background to the story. What exactly is segregation? There was a total of 4 names which had been suggested by the Supreme Court Collegium to the government. The Supreme Court Collegium wanted all those 4 individuals whose names had been suggested to be included as Supreme Court judges. The government decided to withhold the name of Gopal Subramaniam on its own and forwarded the file of the other 3 judges to the president for his assent. Now, the president decided to sign on the warrant of appointment of all those other 3 Supreme Court judges and did not ask any questions related to Gopal Subramaniam. That is what was being objected to by Mr. Subramaniam. That is the point which is now being accepted by the Chief Justice of India through these statements which he has now made in course of a function at the Supreme Court. The Chief Justice of India has also hit out against Gopal Subramaniam, accusing him of not having shown patience while he was abroad. His point is that Gopal Subramaniam should have consulted the Chief Justice of India before going public. But my information is that Mr. Subramaniam had indeed spoken to the Chief Justice of India. And the reason why he chose to break his silence in a sense was because he was not being given any assurance by the Supreme Court Chief Justice himself.
At the same time, Bhupen, are we expecting any response from the Law Ministry or the central government in general?
Well, so far there has been no response whatsoever. Right through the manner in which the story has played out, we haven't heard a word from Ravi Shankar Prasad. When this question was put to Mr. Prasad in course of a press conference, he had simply suggested that these were all very, very sensitive matters and therefore he was not someone who was going to stoke further controversies. But now, Mr. Prasad will be forced to change his stand because it's the Chief Justice of India who's spoken out. It's the Chief Justice of India who is directly accusing the Law Ministry, the Law Minister, because the Law Ministry is the legal wing of the government, so to speak. When the Chief Justice of India accuses the government of having violated legal precedents, of having done something illegal, then it is a responsibility of the Law Minister to respond. Mr. Prasad, I understand, is in Bangalore for some function, but it won't be long before Mr. Prasad is really put under the scanner now.